So, Yaron Brook and I have a book coming out, Free Market Revolution, How Ayn Rand's Ideas Can End Big Government. And the book is really examining a question that's on a lot of people's mind today. Why does government keep growing? Why, no matter who's in office, no matter what party's in power, does it seem that we keep getting more control over the economy, more control over our lives? What we really argue then is that the key thing that's been happening is that capitalism and economic freedom are attacked because they're really about the pursuit of self-interest. That the essence of capitalism is a person's ability to go out there and instead of doing what some dictator tells him or what society tells him, he gets to pursue his own happiness.
It's about our vision for what a free market will look like. And it's about what needs to change ideologically in order to get there. But much deeper than that, it's about changes in philosophy. It's about Ayn Rand's ideas being adopted. And it's only when those changes, particularly in ethics, become a reality can we really get the kind of free market, the kind of freedom, political freedom, that I think America's all about.
3 years ago, Yaron and I, we had been writing together for some time, collaborating on a number of things. But Yaron for a long time had been giving speeches on this idea of morality of capitalism, of Ayn Rand's view of a moral defense of capitalism.
It's much more than those talks. There's a lot more here than the talks, but it really is really fleshing out that argument in book form.
Really making the case for capitalism from this moral perspective. And making it not for academics, but making it for the man on the street who really wants to understand these issues. And what Ayn Rand provides by allowing us to see that the kind of self-interest unleashed by capitalism is noble, is it gives us moral self-confidence. It gives capitalism something it's never had, which is a foundation in moral idealism. And so really conveying that to people is what the book is all about. The book is all about showing that we need to champion economic freedom, free markets, with total moral self-confidence, a complete commitment, an idealistic commitment, because it is the only moral social system and the only moral economic system that there is.
So the real audience for the book are people concerned about America, people concerned, but concerned from a particular perspective.
So this book is doing something that is appealing to people who really want to defend freedom and giving them a much deeper understanding of what's required to fight for freedom and to win freedom, and even of what the meaning of freedom is.
They're concerned because government is growing too big. They're concerned because their rights are being infringed. They're concerned because Big Brother is sitting on their shoulder and telling them what they can and cannot do. So there are people who are upset about the state of America today. They have a general sense that the direction is wrong and that the right direction is towards the founding principles of this country. So they have a huge respect for the Constitution and for the principles on which this country was founded. Yet they don't have a real philosophical foundation for their beliefs, and they don't have a lot of practical solutions either.
It's aimed at anyone who's alarmed at the growth of government and interested in doing something about it. Philosophy provides a framework. It provides a basic outlook from which we can understand a whole range of issues. And by the same token, because philosophy is abstract, the way that you reach new philosophical ideas is by looking at concrete issue after concrete issue after concrete issue and integrating it into this larger framework.
All the work that I've been doing and that Don's been doing, fit very nicely with this book. I think they're all synergetic, to use a pretty overused word. They all support each other. So the book, at a given point in time, is our statement in terms of the state of the world and in terms of what are the ideas that are needed in order to change the world, in terms to bring about this change towards a free market, how to create a free market revolution, a real intellectual revolution.
They get a feel for this framework of thinking about things that Ayn Rand provides, this basic philosophy. It really is shedding light on things in a whole new way that's really allowing us to solve a whole bunch of issues that conventionally we're taught are insoluble. What a true philosophy gives you is these things can be fixed. You can have a society in which people are free, they're able to pursue their interests, make the most of their own life, and prosper thereby. But to do that, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things that need to be said. And so all our work is really taking this core idea of the way in which a genuine understanding of self-interest, of human nature, and of human interaction and human freedom, how if you really understand those ideas, it allows you to gain clarity on a whole range of issues and thereby get real long-term viable solutions to our political and economic problems.
So the book is going to be published on September 18th. I think we will have some kind of a launch event in New York City on that day. I hope you'll join us that day. The book should be available for pre-order probably in May sometime on Amazon, maybe before that. We'll definitely let you know on the blog and in other places.
We're really encouraging people to pre-order this book because the more interest that you have at the outset of a book, the better shot you have of it really reaching the headlines and really reaching the kind of readers that we're trying to reach. We're really trying to shape the debate, to change the way that Americans think about free markets.
My goal is to make this a significant presence in the culture, which means I'm counting on you to buy the book and to talk about the book and to blog about the book and to comment in other people's blogs about the book. Let's get this book out there and let's make this book a real influential book in the years to come.